Yesterday was a day that no one in the U.S. will ever forget. It was 9/11. Although the aftermath was such a tragic event, we all must continue to stand tall and fight for peace throughout our world. But here in the SFL, there's no peace to what happens on the gridiron, as this savage defense from the desert came up huge last week with the win, as they held the defending champions to only 10 points, and when they came up victorious. Meanwhile, the Skyhawks, they're capable of pulling off an upset, as the Scorpions are 1-3 on the road. The Skyhawks are looking to improve to 4-5 this week after the heartbreaking loss to London last week. Both teams are looking to conquer this SFL battle. It's week number 9 in the SFL as the season continues to heat up and catch fire. We're live on YouTube. I'm your play-by-play commentator tonight, Damon Simeon. I have Charles Doherty on the side of me. Charles, what's your take on today's game?
Oh my gosh, everybody get their water bottles, put them high up in the sky. This is going to be a great one. The team that loses today, the door to their playoff chances gets shut even closer. Both of these teams, they split 4-4, played each other 8 times. I think the team that wins today is going to have to dominate time of possession, going to have to have a high success in the red zone, and also going to have to limit turnovers.
I totally agree with you, Charles. Turnovers can come up big here in this game, and both teams are going to have to limit those turnovers in order to come out victorious today. Here's the kicker for Carolina with the ball on the tee. Booted, we have a ball game, people, here in Carolina. And here's the return guy for Arizona. He's going to take this out. He's got open field to the top of the field. He's going to be tackled and brought down at the 30-yard line. Charles, this is where Arizona is going to have to come up big. Their offense is going to have to put up some numbers tonight, or shall I say this afternoon. They only put up 19 points last week versus Atlanta. They came up victorious last week versus the defending champs. This defense here for Carolina do allow quite a bit of points up in the mid-20 range. What's your take on Arizona?
Well, I mean, Arizona, like you said, they don't put a lot of points up on the board. But the good news is they don't make a lot of mistakes. I mean, I think they're going to need to have some long, sustained drives, keep their halfback Moses involved on both sides, both in the air and on the ground.
Ashley Jackson underneath the center, handed off here to DJ Moses. Moses is hitting the backfield for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, that looks like, Levant Irvine was ready for that run right out of the backfield. They need to mix it up. Don't be predictive on their offense. Move Moses inside on the runs, outside in the runs, and get him involved in the passing game.
Looks like a 4-4 defense for Carolina, and Arizona Scorpions comes out in a power I formation, and they're going to dump it off to Moses in the flats as they always do. Moses is going to pick up the first down. Tackled at the 30-yard line of Arizona.
Yeah, DJ Moses is having a very solid season in catching the ball out of the backfield. He's number 3 running back targeted in the league, and they use him a lot in this offense, in both aspects, on the ground and in the air.
Here's Jackson under the center, hand off to Moses. Moses almost breaks a tackle. Tackle brought down after picking up 5 on that play.
Yeah, you can hear the defense a little upset on that one. Looks like they're on their heels. They're using Moses inside. They're using him outside, doing exactly what I think they need to do to keep that Carolina defense on their toes. That was a good stop by Forrest Stark. Moses took a step to the outside, but he was waiting there and just brought him back down. Now we got a big 3rd down and 5 for the Carolina defense. Let's see what AJ does in the backfield for Arizona. Pass in the middle, it looks like, but it's broken up. It was intended for Donnie Hands. It looks like they're going to have to punt, and out comes Sully on that in that Carolina offense. Mike Windows back for the punt. And I believe Shea Carroll will be back there to return the punt for Carolina. And he's not going anywhere. On comes Sully Richardson, having a really good season so far, from at least from leading the league in completions and attempts, number 3 in passing yards, and number 4 in completion percentage. I think the hump that Sully needs to get over is get the ball in the end zone. We talked about having that red zone success rate. We got to see that from Carolina today. And it looks like they've got a single back set here. Sully goes back, a quick pass on the left side. Decent gain of 6 on first down. That was caught by Heath McDaniel. He's one of the favorite receiving targets of Sully.
Good afternoon, Charles.
Good afternoon.
Here to provide assistance where I can. Demand on a little bit of baby duty today. We're all pulling our weight in this pandemic, certainly. So here to help out. Richardson on a 2nd and 4, fires it outside. That pass just shy of the first down. Interesting start to this one.
One of the things I said at the beginning, Cam, was Carolina has a hard time getting the ball in the end zone, but it seems the closer they get to that 20-yard line, their efficiency seems to get down a little bit. I think they're going to need to jump past that today and need to get that momentum going to get them into the playoffs.
Absolutely. 3rd down and inches, like you mentioned at the top of the broadcast. Big game for both of these teams, as Richardson on 3rd and short will check it off to Jack, and Jack's speed around the corner gets past midfield all the way to the Arizona 39-yard line. That's a 23-yard pickup and enough for a Skyhawk first down.
Much like Arizona, Carolina loves to throw the ball to their running back. Logan Jack is the number 1 receiver in the league. That's including wide receivers and tight ends. He's a beast out of that backfield, and I think it's smart getting him fired up at the beginning of the game.
So for two teams that utilize their running backs a ton, Moses and Jack. Jack, I think, off to a little bit of an early advantage. 4 wide, 2 to either side. That's a couple tight ends split out wide. That's flash, and that pass is nearly intercepted. Manakanaka jumps the route. Nice defensive play there.
Yeah, nice defensive play. I would suggest on the Carolina offense side, they try and do a little bit more runs to Logan Jack. One of the things you don't want to do is let that Arizona defense get into a point where they can predict what you're going to do from a passing standpoint.
Over on Twitch, Denver on the board with a touchdown for the first time today, 7-3. They now lead Queen City as that's dumped off to the fullback, Tony Zoma. And Zoma able to collect 4 yards just outside of field goal range in that Corsair game. A 54-yard field goal hit the upright. That's why Denver has the lead.
Wow. Yeah, you saw that pass to the fullback. Tony Zoma's not engaged in the offense too often, but he has shown pretty high success rate when he does get the ball.
High formation here for the Skyhawks. 6:50 to go in the first quarter, and a shovel looking for Jack up the middle. A little bit of a wrinkle into this offense, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that was a little roll of the dice, Cam, on 3rd down. That shuffle pass, it's either feast or famine, and it looks like it hit him right in the arms, but I guess he didn't know what to do with it when it hit his hands.
Logan Jack had a lane that he kind of missed there, Charles. They had that kind of opened up.
That's right.
Pass a little bit too far inside. Yeah. So instead of attempting a long field goal like Queen City did and missing it here early on in a scoreless ball game, it'll be a punt for the Skyhawks. And this punt is a good one. Out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Can't do too much better than that. And Arizona will take back over. Rough field position to start for Arizona off the penalty inside the 20 and now at the 7-yard line to start this drive.
Yeah, neither team on offense is showing that they can get a sustained drive. The defense right now looks like they start to clamp down the closer they get to the 50-yard line.
First down and 10 at the 7. And the handoff goes to Moses, and Moses finds his way through the tackles for 8 yards.
A nice little spin move there to add a couple more yards to the end of it. I mean, one of the things you see about DJ Moses is he never quits. When the hole starts closing up, he finds an alternative hole to bounce through and does whatever he can, spin, stiff arm, whatever, to get that extra yard.
Levant Irvine on the tackle, his second on the day. 2nd down and 2 after the largest or the biggest gain for Moses on the day. He'll get another carry, but this time wrapped up from behind as the DB, Tristan Hatley's safety up in the box, makes the play to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, good play in the middle, good read of the offensive call. Let's see what they do here on 3rd down and short. I think it might be smart to kind of fool them maybe with an outside swing pass.
Offset eye here, strong side over to the left, and you called it, Charles. Moses has plenty of room out past the 20 to the 27-yard line, an 11-yard gain, and Arizona can toss it out of the backfield too for a 1st down.
And since they did what I suggested, I think it was a brilliant move on Eddie Gage's part there. Great call.
Scoreless quarter here from David A. Richardson Memorial. I'm Cameron Irvine alongside Charles Doherty. I'm holding a broken headset off of this second system as fill in for Damon Simeon here as he tends to his new baby and one of the newest SFL members. We've had a couple of guys with some new life, new spring in their step over the last couple of months, Charles.
Yeah, it's great. More people for the SFL family. I love it.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line. 3 in the backfield now for Arizona. And the handoff goes to Moses up the middle. Moses sidesteps a potential tackle and picks up a 1st down to the 38-yard line. Slow and steady wins the race here for Arizona so far.
The blocking up front wasn't superb for Moses on that run play, but he's, like I said earlier, he doesn't quit. He pounded all his way past that 1st down marker. There's no quitting that guy.
2 in the backfield, offset eye again here for Arizona. This time they run a stretch play to Moses, and it's blown up in the backfield. Tristan Hatley has been impressive in run coverage early for Carolina, and Phil Hall also in the box.
Yeah, I think it's smart when you have the safeties move up on the line against this Arizona team. You got to keep Moses from those swing passes are deadly, and outside runs as well.
The Hands brothers have been pretty quiet over the last month. James Hands is in the slot. Donnie, but very bottom of the screen on 2nd down and 12. They run it again to Moses, and this time he loses a yard. Tackle made by Forrest Stark, his 2nd, and a balanced Skyhawk defense is now forced to 3rd and 13.
Yeah, now we see what Ashley Jackson can do as the quarterback for Arizona. She's thrown a lot of interceptions this season, so she's going to need to maybe be a little conservative and toss it away if she doesn't see anything downfield.
Empty backfield, 5 wide for Jackson. Jackson will fire it short, and McCall cannot break a tackle. Really tight coverage for Carolina. Chad Neville's on the stop. Forces a 4th down, and Arizona off the field again. And what we expected to be a very defensive ball game, the lowest over-under of the week at 39.5.
Right. I think AJ did the right thing there. She didn't see the wide receivers open downfield, did the smart thing and dumped it off to her check receiver and kept them from getting a turnover.
Shout-outs to Harish Prasad, Zane Doty, Rochelle Colston, Ashley Jackson, Monica Naka, Leonard Butler Sr., DJ Moses II, Eric and Lloyd are also in the chat, as well as the Skyhawks and Carroll return the ball up to the 31-yard line, and Leonard Butler Sr. says if DeMont ever needs a babysitter, tell him the wife and I will keep him. It's a great offer. 1st down and 10 at the Skyhawk 31. 4 wide for Carolina, 7 in the box for Arizona. And Richardson fires it deep down the field, and one-on-one coverage. The pass is picked off, and guess who it is? It's Anthony Weil, who had 5 last week. He's got a 6th in the last 2 weeks, and the Scorpions defense forces the first turnover of the day.
The most dangerous element of that secondary of the Scorpions is Wyo and Gage at safety positions. This was Wyo's 7th interception of the season. They got to start making those passes on the outside. I mean, it's going to be a long, long day for Sully Richardson if he keeps testing those safeties.
Pass was intended for Prasad. Harish, that is. If it was intended for Shravan, I would have been really impressed. First and 10 at the Skyhawk 34. Great run back, too, by Wyo after Prasad fell down trying to catch the slightly overthrown football. Handoff on a trap to Moses. Moses spins away from one. DJ Moses past the 10 to the 5. Touchdown. One play after the Wyo interception, and Arizona gets the first points on the board today.
And the 9th touchdown on the ground for Moses. That's the way you respond when you get after you get a turnover. You got to put points on the board. If you're going to make it to the playoffs, that's the type of team that can go deep in the playoffs, capitalizing on their opponent's turnovers.
So 6-0 here, Arizona. 2:35 to go in the first. Denver still leading Queen City 7-3. About a little bit into the second quarter of play. Queen City holding tough. They are fighting for their playoff hopes as well at 3-5. That extra point off a low snap is up and good, and Arizona takes a 7-0 lead. Charles, different circumstances, but we're back in the booth together.
This is great. It was a surprise. We're missing the Mountain Spring water, but other than that,
we hope Demond is okay. Babies are a tough thing. I think the SFL knows if I were to ever have a child in my life, things would get awfully complicated real quick. And we got to figure that out as Carroll gets it up to the 26-yard line, and that's where Carolina will take over.
Anything you'd like to share to the league, Cam?
No, there is nothing to share.
Okay.
Just thinking.
All right. Well, Godspeed, my friend.
2.5 to go in the quarter. Carolina off the Richardson interception will try to shake off that dust out of the 26-yard line. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. And Richardson goes play fake. Nicely done. Clean pocket. Fires it outside. Jack on a little up and out route out of the backfield picks up 3.
One thing about Sully Richardson in that pocket, he has great composure. I mean, that the right side was breaking down, looked like the defensive end was going to knock him on the ground, but he just held there tight, dumped the ball off, and lived to play another day.
2 in the backfield here for Carolina. 3 receivers for Richardson. They run slants inside. Flip out to Zoma for the second time today. Outside, and Tony Zoma gets the first down. Churning the legs, the big fullback. Great effort on the sideline.
Yeah, I think that's his 9th reception of the year. He doesn't get a lot of action, but as I stated earlier, he's pretty successful when you get him the ball. Maybe Carolina's onto something here.
Already 2 receptions for Zoma as the slant's well defended by the Scorpions. A lot of teams bunched up at 4-4, 6 of them. A lot of teams bunched up at 3-5. 7 of them, 4 and 5 might be that new bunch up after this week as Jack picks up 8 yards up the middle. Nice scamper for Logan Jack as he has some words for the Hall of Famer. 2nd and 2.
That was great blocking up front by the Carolina offensive line. Great hole for Logan Jack to run through.
2nd down at the 44-yard line. Again, 4-3 look out of this Arizona defense. Jack in the backfield. Richardson going to change the play. Richardson fires it out quickly. That pass is hauled in. And the receiver on that one was the backup tight end. And Carolina moves the chains, getting creative in the passing game.
Yeah, love it. And it looks like they made an adjustment on the sideline. I think they understand not to test those safeties in the middle. I think they can have a lot of success doing those short out routes.
Handoff to Jack, this time going right. And he's hit pretty quickly by Sachs. No gain on the play. Check that, Loveless on the tackle.
Yeah, 2nd and 10. Again, don't fall into that trap where you're going to test a long pass down the middle. I think Sully right now is playing pretty solid, and I think they can get some success out of this drive.
Richardson on 2nd down and 10. Pass caught. Harish Prasad, 1st down of the 34. This time doesn't result in an interception, and that's the end of the first quarter of play. Off an Anthony Wayo pick. A DJ Moses touchdown is the difference. Arizona 7, Carolina nothing. You're watching the SFL live on YouTube. Carolina on that one pass out to the tight end wide. 2 tight ends and 2 receivers out of that formation as Richardson fires it short, and that's Jack Flash with the catch for 5.
Now, outside of that one mistake solely Richardson made, that interception in the middle, he's having a pretty solid game. He's at 75% completion. Hasn't got it in the end zone yet, but if he keeps playing like this, we're going to see it in no time.
Really like what Carolina's done on 1st down a lot in this game. Not putting themselves in 2nd and 3rd and long situations. And it's really helped their defense out, or excuse me, their offensive line out up front, trying to make some plays. Logan Jack gets a couple of blocks. Jack is loose and will almost score, dragging Iverson Gamble down to the goal line.
Yeah, let's see if he crossed the goal line on that run, but didn't look like he was going to get anywhere going off tackle, but he just bounced just the right time, take it outside, and he hit another gear and was able to get deep into the Arizona backfield.
That last block on Eddie Gage sprung Jack. Here's that 4 wide again. Flash at the bottom of the screen there. And Richardson goes over the middle for a touchdown. Wonderful drive by Carolina. Harish Prasad scores, and we're an extra point away from tying the ball game.
That's Prasad's 4th touchdown of the season. That was a stellar drive by Carolina. Smart passing. They learned from their mistake in that previous drive and just capitalized on the weaknesses of the Arizona defense.
We got a ball game here after a bit of a slow start for both offenses. That drive terrific for Carolina. I would argue one of the best of the season against one of the league's top defenses, the #1 scoring defense. And the Skyhawks able to put up 7 here in the first half, and we're tied with 9:54 to go.
Yeah, to your point, Arizona, it leads the league in on defense in points allowed, and also they're 2nd in the league in passing touchdowns. So that last drive, it looked like the Arizona defense was a completely different team.
.442 to go in the second quarter between Denver and Queen City. Night Wings now up 14-3, so we've got the better game here. DeMond still tending to his hungry child as McCall gets up to the 25-yard line. So for now, you're stuck with me, crashing Charles' party.
Let's see how Ashley Jackson answers on the offensive side for Arizona. Let's see if they can get a sustained drive. They haven't been able to build anything in that last drive, but let's see what she can do here.
9-play, 81-yard drive for Carolina. Mark Mello and Art Vandelay on stats, and we very much appreciate the work they're doing. This is a Moses run, and Moses picks up 7, and Nicholas Sala out wide had nobody to block the whole play. 5 carries, 55 yards for Moses.
Actually, correction, they did score on the last drive. Let's see if they can build on their last success, Cam.
But not as sustained, to your point, Charles. It
There
was
you
just
go.
that one play off the YO pick. 2 in the backfield for Jackson. Jackson fires it out to Moses. Moses looking for a block, got it. DJ Moses gets his legs taken out from under him by Prasad. First down to the Arizona 45, however.
Yeah, I love it how both of these offenses use their halfback. You get the right halfback there that can catch and has the right speed on those swing passes can be deadly.
A lot different from the way Lone Star works. Ike McBride and Cameron Collier, they just crush people, Charles. It's a fun team to watch. You got a good thing going over there.
You're not allowed on our team unless you weigh 260.
1st and 10 at the Arizona 45-yard line as Jackson's pass is caught over the middle to Tiberius Bovine. Not a ton of receptions this season for Bovine. He gets a few targets a game and comes up with that one to bring up 2nd and short. Both teams, again, doing very well on 1st down.
Yeah, it's smart. It would be smart to get Bovine involved in the offense. He is by far the best tight end in the league. Then the numbers call it.
Heavy set here for Arizona. They'll force it to Moses inside, and Prasad there quickly to make the play to bring up 3rd and 2.
Hate to sound like a broken record, but a crucial 3rd down for Arizona. Got to keep that momentum going.
3rd and short here for the Scorpions in a 7-7 tie in the 1st half. Jackson straight back, fires a deep shot to James Hands. 1st down to the 19, caught everybody off guard.
That was a beautiful play. Ashley Jackson with the short drop. The pocket was starting to break down around her. She just hung in there, patient to let the route develop, and got a perfect pass to James Hands.
Denver taking care of business against Queen City. It's now 20-3 off a McChesney touchdown, so Louisiana will have to keep chasing, or have to keep pace, I should say, with the Night Wings. Louisiana currently the number 1 seed in the standings coming into today as Moses picks up another 3 yards. Skyhawks all over him. Phil Hall and Prasad once more. 12 carries already for Moses.
Yeah, great use of Moses, like I said, but the success of Moses, I think, is doing wonders for Ashley Jackson as well. It's building up her confidence, and it's also opening up the routes for her receivers downfield.
4 wide. James Hands, bottom of the screen, straight back. This time run a slant to Donnie. 1st down to the 8-yard line, of 1st and goal now for Arizona. Love the play calling from both teams today, really mixing it up.
Yeah, I love it. And the great thing about calling games with Arizona is you can say that Hands caught it, and you're right probably 75% of the time.
Yeah, no need to specify. Jackson out of the gun. A 3-2 defensive look here for Carolina. Press coverage at the line. Missed the bump on James Hands. Jackson dumps it short. And that pass incomplete. Chad Neville's in coverage.
Yeah, 2 things impressive on that play, Cam. Ashley Jackson's presence in the pocket. That one step she made did wonders for her. Give her an extra time and also allowed the receiver to get time on that route. Didn't work out perfectly, but you can show that's a veteran quarterback.
2nd and goal from the 8. We'll send it back to Damon Simeon here shortly. Moses on the carry, picks up 5. And Damon, if you're there, take it away.
Thank you so much, Cam and everybody, for coming in on such short notice. And I was hearing the game out loud and so forth, and it sounds like it was a great 1st quarter and a half or so forth. Here we have the Arizona Scorpions at the 5-yard line of Carolina. 3rd and go. Can they punch it in? Will they go to Moses or not? Is Jackson on a 7-step drop? Those cross the middle. The 5th pass is almost caught by Hands, but Donnie could not reel it in, and that's going to be 4th and go, Charles. They're going to settle for a 3.
Well, that's disappointing. That looked like a great pass. Wish we could have seen a replay on that. I think it hit the wide receiver in the midst, and maybe the defender just knocked it out at the last second. But they're on such a roll driving down the field here. I thought they were going to get a touchdown out of this.
I agree with you, Charles. It hit him right in the midst, as you stated, right in the gut. And here's the kicker for Arizona to try to give Arizona a 3-point lead. And no, it's going to be blocked by the interior lineman. And this is where Carolina going to start their drive at the 14-yard line of their own.
Yeah, that play right there could be a game changer, Damon. You completely shut down any option for Arizona to put points up with that great special teams play.
Absolutely. It's like a takeaway. You basically, like you stated, not allowing the team to score, and you come away with a blocked field goal there. How many times do we see that here in the SFL? Not much. And when you do get one, it is like an eclipse. It's a sight to see. Here's a handoff here to the halfback. He's going to the north side of the field, tries to spin move, nothing doing, hit right at the line of scrimmage. And that was Logan Jack with the carry there.
A good way for BJ Lovelace to respond to that. You know, the defense has got to step up a little bit and get the ball back to their offense of Arizona.
Logan Jack, 4 carries, 37 yards on the day. Trips to the left of quarterback Sully Richardson. He takes a 3-step drop, sidearm throw down to the bottom of the field. Oh, what a turn up that is by the wide receiver, number 89, Harish Prasad, come away with that reception, 3 for 28.
And what's impressive on that pass is the what Harish did when he caught the ball. I mean, not many wide receivers have the athleticism to turn so sharply and go upfield. Most of them you see just taking a couple extra steps and they're out of bounds.
Absolutely. Looks like he stopped on a dime there. He may have that animation equipped in his repertoire. There's a look at Sully Richardson and the boys coming out to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 now for Carolina at their 28-yard line. Looks like there's a 4-3 defense here. I'm sorry, not trips, but there's twins. Strong twins, that is. They're going to throw it off here to Jack. Jack's going to pick up about 5-6 yards. Looks like 4 yards on the pickup there on the screen.
Yeah, Demond, I wish I had a repertoire.
You and I both. I used to have one until I got around about 35 years old. All my athleticism ran out the door.
I may have one. I'm going to have to Google it if we have a break.
Google, does Charles Doherty has a repertoire? Google says no. Google says no, Charles. Here's Sully on a 1-step drop. Sidearm throw. That pass is almost intercepted. Looked like Lovelace was there, and it was Lovelace coming away with the deflection.
Yeah, I think, like you said, a dangerous pass. I think he had Zoma wide open on the flats.
Yeah, I agree with you. He did have a guy open in the flats there. Unfortunately, he threw that in enemy territory right across the middle of the field there. And I think it was hard for him to see because he only took a 1-step drop. He didn't take the normal 3, 5, or 7 steps. Here's Richardson, another sidearm throw. Richardson got a pass complete to the top of the field. That looks like Prasad again on that reception. It is his 4th reception of the day.
Yeah, you can tell they put a lot of hours in practicing that route. Prasad broke just at the right time, and Sully had the ball right in his mitts.
There's an empty formation shotgun, gun straight here for the Skyhawks, and they're going to go with the 50X AX post, and they're going to dump it off across the middle of the field. Normally on that 50XX post, you try to get the guy who's on the corner route or the 2 guys going in on the deep post across the middle. They decided to go underneath Charles.
Yeah, I think, Damon, that's the only option they're going to get against this secondary. I think that's the secondary of Arizona is not going to allow a pass like that to develop. Arizona have the option short.
You're absolutely right. The Arizona came out in a 4-1 dime formation. There's going to be another screen here to Jack, and Jack's going to pick up, it looks like maybe a yard or 2. Probably give him 2 on that pickup on the reception.
Plenty of options on 3rd and 3. Key thing for Sully, and it seems like he's bounced back since that last interception, is not to force this pass.
Sully is 15 of 19 with 116 yards on the day through the air. Looks like he sees something in the defense that he like or he doesn't like. He's caught an audible, patting the top of the hat there. Normally that's a signal for a hot route. And let's see what they do here. Single back right. Here is the halfback Jack, and they're going to give it to him. And Jack's on the spin move. Picks up maybe a yard there. Nothing doing. Tackled and brought down by Manakanaka coming from the cornerback spot. He picks up a tackle.
Curious to see. I'm curious to know, Damon, what he audibled out of, what he didn't like on that field, because I thought the matchup for Prasad on the edge there, maybe there was an advantage for a short route.
You're totally right. I mean, it could have saw something that he didn't like on the field and so forth. But, man, I sure would have liked to see the play that they had called up. Could have been something that they could have took advantage of. You just never know. Sometimes you see something that you feel that you don't like, and then it'd be something that could have worked, in your advantage.
Yeah, just to go from a pass to a run play like that. I mean, I'm just curious.
Very curious. You're not both, son. I mean, sir.
Hey, I love it. You make me feel young, Damon. Thank you.
I'm going to keep you youthful, Charles. I'm going to keep you youthful. I tell you that.
Well, you taught me a new word.
Here's Arizona coming out in a gun straight empty formation as well. And they're going to go, looks like 50x8 post as well. That pass is deflected and almost picked off.
Wow. That was, excuse me, Tristan Hatley was having none of that. He's like, I see Arizona. I see Arizona doing that on defense. We can do that too at Carolina.
Tristan Hatley has been around the league, man, for quite some time. Like 4 seasons with Carolina. He spent a few seasons with Houston as well. Outstanding player, outstanding individual as well. Great kid. Here's an empty formation here. Underneath the center is Ashley Jackson. 5-step drop this time for Jackson. Has all day long. Big arm going deep. What a deflection. Oh, my goodness. Did you see the falling INT, Charles? And look who it is. It is none other than, looks like Rachel Colston comes away with that pick, the free safety.
That is her second interception of the season, and that is great athleticism there, excuse me, by the free safety. Way to answer up for Carolina to get that ball back into Sully's hands.
Pass was intended for James' hands, and James just came up short. Right? Actually, he didn't come up short. He was well covered, should we say, and great athleticism by the corner to put a hand on it and for Colston to come down with it. Single back formation here for Sully. Sully on a 3-step drop, out route to the top of the field, got his man, picks up 6 yards on that reception. Tackled and brought down by, couldn't see the numbers of the defender.
Yeah, I couldn't either, but the smart play calling by Carolina. They are in the driver's seat now with 2 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock.
Thank you for calling that timeout for me.
Oh.
No, I'm not keeping an eye out for it, but I wasn't paying attention to that. I mean, this back and forth so far has just been outstanding play. And it looks like this is a single left here for Carolina. Looks like a single left ace formation, if you ask me. And then a handoff here to Logan Jack. Jack picks up 2 yards.
Right on the edge of field goal territory. Whistle Jones Long is 53 this season.
53. Charles, do you even drive that far?
I can't even run that far.
2-minute warning, everybody. If you're new to watching the Simulation Football League, not sure if Cam said this or not, but you're watching the first ever controlerless esports where strategy and AI instead of thumbs determine the outcome. Teams submit game plan prior to simulation, and the results play out live in real time with hundreds of viewers, tuned players, scout, and coaches. Look at the catch there by the receiver coming away with that first down there by coaches and team owners on the field to create all new kind of virtual reality. Visit www.simulationfl.net for more information.
I think that was Jack Flash on that great catch. The ball wasn't at the perfect spot, but great athleticism by Jack Flash to turn around and bring that in.
Looks like the tight end Flash. It was Flash, number 86, and they're going to go strong jokers here. And they're going to be a catch out of the backfield for Jack Joe with a spin move, 2-spin move. Looks like it's going to be first. Oh, it's going to be 2nd and 1. And Carolina is moving the ball, Charles. They're in field goal range now at Arizona 30-yard line.
I thought that Jack had a wide open path to the end zone there, but Joey Tropicana went in there with afterburners and just shut him down short of the first down.
These linebackers for Arizona does not play with you. I tell you, when they come to hit you, they come to hit hard. And that pass was dangerous from Sully Richardson to his wideout, and Manakanaka could have had 6 on the board. No one was going to catch him.
Yeah, I mean, a game as tight as this one, Manakanaka needs to hold on to that one, and he would have been to the house.
I totally agree with you. That was intended for the wide receiver Flash again, and Manakanaka played that just as well as you could play an out route to a tight end, coming out of that formation there.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that. How they it's like uncanny, like they have this natural sense where the ball is.
It's called athleticism, Charles. Yep. There's that word again. Single back formation here. Two-step drop here by Richardson. Got a man deep. He's wide open all by himself. Harish Prasad just crossed Hollywood Boulevard. Somebody give him a star on the Walk of Fame.
Wide open, Damon. I mean, you cannot leave Harish Prasad that wide open. His 5th touchdown of the season, well behind the secondary of Arizona, and they made him pay.
Charles, I'm not sure what happened to Anthony Weil on that play. I did see that the referee fell down. Was Weil? Did Weil have any type of collision with the referee or so? It's kind of shaky from a guy who had 5 picks last week to just be so discombobulated on that play and was not able to cover Harish Prasad.
Are you saying that's a R62 pick?
It could be. Sometimes you got to call for a rub play, and you know how to get it. Run right by the ref. Carolina goes up 14-7 early. Well, not early, late here in the second quarter, as we're 1 minute and 17 seconds before we get to the half here, Charles. Not Carolina, Arizona. Do they have an opportunity or a chance to score on their next opposing drive?
They got plenty of time, Damon. It's just don't do anything wacky here and get the ball back into Carolina's hands.
There's a spin move by Jacob McCall, and he goes down at the 25-yard line. As you stated, they do have a lot of time. 1 minute and 12 seconds left on the clock. That is more than enough time you need to get downfield. I mean, they have a great QB in Ashley Jackson, as I like to call her, 9mm. Because she wears number 9, and man, she throws some darts.
And she's got a talented. She's got 2 wide receivers that are both 6'6". I would go sideline routes all the way.
Dude, I used to always wanted to be 6'6". Up top to Tiberius Bovine. Mama, you won't believe what I just saw. I saw a man fly. What a diving catch by Bovine to come away with that first down reception from Ashley Jackson.
On that one, Bovine needs a cape flying behind him. That was
my goodness. Look at this catch. Wow. Only a veteran can come away with a catch like that. And this dude has been around ever since season 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. 13 seasons, man. He knows what he's doing on the field.
My goodness. Looks like they're going to come out in the same formation. Strong eye jokers. Ashley Jackson underneath the center calling the play. Going to dump it off here to Moses in the flat. Moses got 2 guys ahead of him. He took a shot. Knocked out of bounds. No, they're going to say he was still in bounds. The clock is still running. 59 seconds, 57.
They may have an advantage here from a personnel standpoint. Looks like they're going up against a 4-4.
Yeah, here's Moses again. Moses spin move, hit and brought down by number 74. And that would be one of the backup D linemen. And that was Riley Tyson on the tackle. They stand in the same formation. I'm not sure why Arizona is not calling a timeout so they can regroup and get out of this formation. They're going to dump it off to Moses again here. Will he get the first down? Oh, he fumbled it. He coughed it up, and Carolina picked up the fumble. They recovered it at their own 44-yard line, Charles.
Yeah, the absolute worst thing that could happen to Arizona just happened. A fumble. I think that was Zane Doty that knocked that out of the ball carrier's hands.
My goodness, and it's Riley Tyson once again. He comes up big with the recovery. And Charles, I'm not mistaken, before the game started, I'm not sure if you said this when I stepped away, that these running backs had some fumbling issues coming into tonight's game.
Yeah, they're both tied for second in the league on number of fumbles.
Here's Carolina. They're going to hand it off here to Logan Jack. Jack has all kind of daylight.
Wow.
Lovelace tried to catch him, and Gage was unable to come away with the tackle before he being brought down by number 42 on the defense. And my goodness, what a play by Logan Jack.
Yeah, you just shake your head on that one, Damon. I mean, great running. The blocking on the edge there was perfect. Textbook blocking. Logan Jack took advantage of it, hit that extra gear when it got into the secondary, and I thought maybe they were thinking they were just going to run the clock out with the running back, but man, after a run like that, now they get a chance to put some points on the board.
It took for Mark Mello and Parker Thomas to run down Logan Jack before they could tackle the guy. Here's Sully, 5-step drop. Oh, what a throw across the! Oh my goodness, what a catch!
Incredible catch.
Awesome play by the tight end Jack Flash. My. Sully is launching it here tonight.
2 stellar catches today for Flash, and I would have said maybe not push it down the field like that because they're well within range for Whistle Jones to put some points on the board. But what do I know, Damon?
Absolutely, Sully Richardson.
You don't agree?
Underneath the center, Harish Prasad to the top on the line of scrimmage. You're going to take a 2-step drop. Looks like 90 yards. Slants that pass is almost intercepted on the top of the head of number 58, Joey Tropicana. And he comes away with that INT. I don't think I've ever seen that type of interception before.
The Arizona defense did exactly what Carolina did. Just snatch the opportunity out of their jaws and shut down what looked like an easy scoring drive.
Yeah, and when you call that 90-yard slant, you have to take into mind or into consideration, should I say, that those linebackers are playing the middle of the field. And when they get bunched up, their hands are everywhere. They're trying to deflect that ball away. They're going to dump it off to Moses. Moses is going to catch it inbounds and step out right at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10 for Arizona.
Yeah, I'm thinking they should just run the clock out and get their juice boxes in the locker room and then regroup and come back out here.
Juice box. I haven't had a juice box in a long time, man. I sure can go for one too. Mouth is dry as all right now. Here's Arizona in a power I formation.
Oh,
they're going to throw it off to Moses again. And that's going to do it for the first half, everybody. Skyhawks are up 14-7 over the Scorpions. Charles, we're heading into halftime. Take away the halftime show for us.
Well, it looked at the beginning of the game that the defense on both sides had the upper hand, and then the offense for both teams, got a little fire under them. But now here at the end of this first half, the defenses have once again taken charge of the game. I'm going to be curious to see what both offensive coordinators do at halftime, what kind of adjustments they make. Clearly, the middle of the field is I say is the no-fly zone, but we'll see what they do. I mean, they've got great success giving the ball to their running backs. Let's see if both teams continue to do that. The quarterbacks have, Sully made a mistake at the beginning in the first quarter. He bounced back. AJ looks like she's starting to get a little bit of momentum as well. I mean, I can't wait to see what we do here in the second half.
I have to say this. I'm not sure if you saw the stat, but the third down percentage, Carolina is winning that 66-33. I mean, that is a very large percent of winning the third down percentage, if you ask me. And that's one thing that I like to look at. I like to look at third down percentage, and I like to look at time of possession. Carolina is also winning time of possession as well. This could be a stat that could be in the favor of Carolina this afternoon as they try to pursue victory here over Arizona. But man, we have a ball game on our hands, and I am so looking forward to the third quarter to start.
Yeah,
hit the button, man.
I think the team that wins that wins the game is going to be the team that has the lowest amount of turnovers here in the second half.
I most definitely have to agree with you, Charles. Looking at the stats here, Ashley Jackson is completing 68.4% of her passes. Sully Richardson is completing 76.9% of his passes. He's 20 of 26. Jackson is 13 of 19 on the day. They're going to have to get more productive in the passing game, Arizona that is. Get that passing percentage up higher than what it is right now.
Both of these quarterbacks have been sacked 22 times this season, and we haven't seen a sack at all in the first half.
And that's kind of weird to say because, not weird to say, it's kind of strange because this Arizona defense, their front defensive line, man, are known for coming up with some big sacks and putting pressure on the QB. It's kind of obvious, well, not obvious, kind of weird, should I say, that they don't have a sack so far this game.
I haven't seen a lot of deep routes being thrown. It looks like they're all doing the short drop, one step and get rid of the ball. So it's kind of hard to sack the quarterback when you keep running those.
Absolutely, but then this is when your secondary comes into play. If they're covering, getting good coverage, then that should force a coverage sack. But unfortunately, we haven't seen that so far in this game, and the defensive line for both teams has not been successful. There's the kick to start off the second half, and here's the return guy, and he's got open room down to the bottom of the field. He's going to be tackled and brought down at the 34-yard line.
A great field position for Sully Richardson to come out and lead Carolina.
Yeah, Shea Carroll, outstanding return there on the play. And here's a look at this Arizona defense. Looking to prove you and I both wrong, Charles, that they are not able to get a sack.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they're going to bring pressure to the top. Maybe the middle. Oh, no. They're only going to bring 4. Out route to the top of the field, turn up field, picks up 3 yards out of bounds at the 37-yard line of Carolina. And that is that's Flash on the reception.
Yeah, Jack Flash, they're keeping him involved in the game a lot as well. I mean, he's not the number one target for Sully, but today he's getting a lot of extra action.
2nd and 7 here for Sully Richardson in the Carolina Skyhawks. It's like a I formation tight end flex. Looks like Flash is in the slot. 3-step shovel pass to Logan Jack, and it was successful. 3rd and 4 now for Carolina. I haven't seen a shovel pass in I don't know how long, Charles.
Yeah, we saw 2 today. they're 1 for 2 on the shovel pass.
Wow. Charles, I'm not sure if you remember the Buffalo Bills used to run that shovel pass, and old Jimmy Johnson said he was watching ESPN and they was showing Buffalo Bills run that shovel pass, and he said, "Okay, I see what they're going to try to do. We're going to stop that." Yep. That was a pass completed right across the middle of the field from Sully Richardson to the. I want to say that was to
Jack Flash again.
I was going to say the tight end Jack Flash. Yep. They just show him picks up the first down there.
A great route. I think he did a little blocking on the line, was able to spring free, and there wasn't anyone in the center of the field to get him.
Looks like he came on a delay route there. Sully Richardson once again make a completion, and he's completing just about everything that come out of his hands, and that is to the wide receiver Sam Avolis.
Yeah, the defense of Arizona has given that, I think, that short dump-off pass, that they're going to give that up all day. They're so fast that you can't really do a lot once you catch the ball.
That was Avalos on the reception. Dump off here to Logan Jack. Juke move. Not going to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1. Tackled and hit out of bounds by a host of Scorpions. Looks like Anthony Wyo was there. Tropicana was there as well. Probably a few aunts and uncles was down there as well for Arizona.
Nice footwork there by Logan Jack after that catch. Did a little Fred Astaire action and got a couple extra yards.
Strong eye. Joker's formation. Arizona in a 4-3. Looks like they're going to bring pressure, and they do bring pressure. Unfortunately, it's a handoff, and Logan Jack has blocks for days. Out to the 10. Hollywood Boulevard, here I come. Anybody want an autograph from this star? Line up. I'm handing them out.
Impressive run, Damon. The blocking was set perfectly on the edge. Little hop action by Logan Jack to jump over, the would-be tackler and just hit the extra gear. Took it to the end zone for I believe that's his 3rd touchdown of the season, rushing.
Yeah, this great, outstanding block. Look at the block. Hat on a hat. Anthony Wyo was blocked. Eddie Gage was blocked. Those two guys are known for making tackles, as Eddie Gage is the leading tackle of the SFL. And, man, when you get great block like that and you just open up so much room and opportunity for the halfback to make great plays as such, and we were able to see Logan Jack be able to put 6 points on the board for Carolina, and I'm surprised to see Carolina up 20-7 right now as they get ready for the extra point.
Yeah, Arizona clearly committed to the run on that play. They put everybody up on the line, but that great blocking at Carolina, it was wide open after he got past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like Arizona brought all 3 linebackers on a blitz, and man, when you blitz your linebackers, and if they don't hit the correct hole, that's caused disaster for your defense, if you ask me.
Definitely. Again, picture perfect blocking 101 by that offensive line.
Absolutely. And here's the kickoff back to Arizona, down by 14 points. Out to the 23-yard line is where Arizona's going to take over now, Charles. And I'm going to say this, I do not agree with Arizona constantly dumping the ball off to the halfback in the flats. I think you got to take some shots across the middle of the field, downfield, and so forth. But also get Moses more involved in the run game. Stop throwing him the screen passes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't take Moses out of the game plan. I think that's going to be a huge mistake if they do.
There's a handoff here to Moses, and Moses has nowhere to go. Going to lose 2 yards on the play there. Eddie Gage in the chat states that Arizona was not blitzing. I'm going to say okay, and I'll leave it at that.
well, everybody, the entire offensive line was locked on to one of the defenders, so it happened so fast it was hard to tell.
Here's Ashley Jackson underneath the center. Is that going to be a halfback right? Donnie James to the bottom of the field. James hands to the top. And there's going to be a corner post. That pass is deflected away and picked off. Can't read the number of the Carolina defender. Oh, that is Colston coming away with her second pick of the day.
Wow, unbelievable. That's her third of the season. And the 16th interception from Ashley Jackson, the absolute worst thing that could possibly happen to Arizona.
And
so now the pressure on the Arizona defense, they got to get that ball
Charles,
back.
are you there? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Strong I formation for Carolina, taking over on the 32-yard line. 5-step drop by Richardson. Richardson doubled off to Logan Jack. Jack is hit behind the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard loss.
Okay, can you hear me now, Damon?
Second and 11 for Carolina. Shotgun formation. Logan Jack is in the backfield. And there's a pass right across the middle of the field. That pass is complete. And that is to receiver Sam Avolis come away with that reception for the first down.
Yeah, that was a great route run by Sam. Great read there by Sully as well. Patient in the pocket.
Absolutely. Great pose there by Sully, as you just mentioned. And he's able to find his guy right down the middle of the field. Outstanding route by Sam. Harish Prasad down to the bottom of the field here. Looks like there's going to be a far formation for the offense. Handoff here. Looks like to the fullback. It's like a fullback strong dive. I was going to say it's Logan Jack. I couldn't see. The numbers are so dark on these. Well, the numbers, I can't see the numbers. They're not in contract.
Yeah, a little tough to see, Damon.
Yeah.
But,
thanks, Charles.
Yeah. Just trying to help you out, buddy.
4 wide receiver set. Harish Prasad is in the slot now. And Sully's going to dump it off to Logan. And Logan juke move. Oh, my goodness. What an outstanding play there by the halfback. Picks up 8 yards on the play there. 3rd and 2 now for the Skyhawks at the 8-yard line of Arizona.
Yeah, it started out as something potentially horrible for Carolina, but the athleticism of Logan Jack shined through, and he was able to make a very manageable 3 and 2. 3rd and 2, sorry.
Here's a handoff here to Jack. Jack, spin move. Nothing doing. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. What an outstanding play by Tropicana coming up from the linebacker spot and just speared Logan Jack right in the back.
A great defense by Arizona to keep him out of the end zone. Got to take it up an extra notch and see if they can block the field goal. It's going to be tough if Carolina puts some points on the boards.
The last time we saw Carolina try a field goal attempt in this same vicinity, that field goal was blocked. And there's the kick, and it was good. I'm sorry, Charles. Was that Carolina that a field goal was blocked, or was it Arizona? A little amnesia just came over. Sorry.
I believe it was Arizona that had it. Excuse me, that Carolina had it blocked.
Okay.
I'm sure chat will correct us.
That they will do. 24-7 with 5 minutes and 26 seconds left on the ticker here in Carolina at Richard A. Memorial Stadium. And here's the return guy, McCall. McCall is hit and brought down at the 27-yard line of Arizona. This is where Ashley Jackson and the Scorpions are going to take, start this drive here in the third quarter. Would like to see DJ Moses going here.
Yeah, definitely got to get DJ involved. But it doesn't look like they're going to do it on this one.
Shotgun formation is Arizona. Strike cross middle of the field. That is to Bovine. Bovine, I think he picked up the first down, Charles. They're not going to give it to him, but I think he picked up the first down.
Yeah, that was a horrible spot. I mean, if you know, I was calling the shots, I'd go hurry up here.
I totally agree with you. I would go hurry up here as well. Because you were in a great stand. I mean, you were in an outstanding formation. You was able to pick up the first down, and you probably would have been able to pick up the first down as well. Strong eye Jokers formation here for the Scorpions. Ashley Jackson calling the signal. Handoff here to Moses. Moses picks up the first down. Wow. I'm not sure that was a first down.
Curious spot here.
I guess
R60 crossed the line.
I guess R62 said we're going to make up for not giving it to Bovine on that catch, and we're giving it to him now.
So no sacks and no challenges.
Shotgun formation here for Jackson. Takes a one-step drop, reads the coverage, that pass is picked off. Oh, what a catch. I mean, read the play outstandingly, coming up from the strong safety spot, free safety spot that has to be coasting again.
My gosh. Third interception of the game. And that's what you love to see. As a former defensive coach, I hate that all slant play. And she just shut it down and just said, get off the field.
That's great awareness by Coaston from seeing it two previous. On the 2 plays prior to that one, and they came out in the same formation, run the same play, and said, "Okay, I know where this is going." Here's Sully underneath the center on a 5-step drop, dumps it off to Logan, and Logan is hitting the backfield, and he's going to go nowhere on a 2-yard loss. Tackle brought down on one save.
Waiting for him on that swing pass.
Absolutely. Mark Mello on the tackle, big number 99. This dude here stands 6 feet 6. There's a lot of 6'6" guys on this team.
Logan Jack has got over 100 yards. He's averaging 11 yards per carry. I think they may want to keep feeding it to him.
And I think they just might do it here. And there's the shovel pass again. Oh, what a juke move right up the middle. Picks up the first down before being tackled by number 42, Parker Thomas, coming away with the tackle. But, man, Logan Jack put on a juke move that will have that defender thinking the next time he tried to attempt a tackle.
Yeah, look at he got the ball in a tight spot, and Logan Jack was able to use his athleticism and take it past the first down marker. 1 for 3 on the shovel pass there, Damon. 2 for 3. Sorry, 2 for 3.
Yep, 2 for 3. They did complete the last one they ran.
Are you going to put that in your playbook?
Nope, not at all. It's too dangerous. Not at all. Sully Richard underneath the center in a split back formation. Got a man across the middle of the field. 90-yard slants. That pass is completed.
Yeah, they clearly have the Arizona defense on their heels. They found a mismatch the Carolina offense has found a mismatch on defense, and they're just capitalizing on it. And here they are again in scoring position.
Heath McDaniel Jr. comes away with that reception, and they're going to go 4 wide receiver set here. Logan Jack in the backfield by himself. 2-step drop, and there's an out route to the top of the field. Going to pick up 3 yards on that catch.
If you want to, slam the door shut on Arizona, all you need is a field goal here. Don't do anything crazy. Keep control of the time. Don't push it in the end zone.
Second and 7 for Carolina Arizona at their Carolina's at Arizona 8-yard line. Cross the middle of the field, intended for a Harish Prasad. That pass is knocked away by Joey Tropicana. Great defensive play there by the outside linebacker, that is.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been even better if he would have held on to that ball. I think Arizona needs a turnover at this point. My heart skipped a beat for a second there.
3-2 dime formation. 4 wide receivers set here for Carolina. It's like single right. There's a pass across the middle of the field. That pass is almost intercepted, almost caught as well by a Carolina receiver. And Carolina's going to be forced to score, kick a field goal. And it's 4th and 7. Charles, you made a statement earlier that Carolina has had some issues of scoring inside of the red zone. You want to elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah, I mean, they're Sully has shown, just based on his numbers, that he can move it very effectively from their side of the field. But the problem is they're near the bottom of the league in scoring. So, it's easy to deduce that they're not putting it in the end zone. Their red zone efficiency is low.
Here's the kick is up, and it is good right down the middle. 25-yarder was no doozy for the kicker. Whistle Jones, 260 pounds. I've been seeing some really large-shaped kickers here in the SFL of the past few weeks.
He meets the weight requirements for Lone Star.
Not only there's a big kicker in Lone Star, there's a really, really large kicker in Fort Worth.
Taco.
He need to lay up off the taco meat, should we say.
Yeah, they need what Arizona needs to do right now, as you mentioned on their last possession, is they're unfortunately they're going to need to start pushing it down the field, which opens up the likelihood of potential turnovers. But at this point, their options are limited.
Absolutely. They're down by 20 points. 5-step drop here by Jackson. Jackson is harassed by a host of Skyhawks. Here in Carolina, they came up big on that defensive play there. And number 57 comes away with that tackle.
It looks like Larry Bain and one other gentleman that I didn't get to see, but that's the first sack of the game.
And it comes from a non-contract player. Yep. Like a 4-2 nickel here for the defense. They're going to come in on a corner blitz. Oh, that pass is almost deflected. It was deflected away, but almost picked off. Pass intended for James Hands, number 12.
That secondary at Carolina is on fire. They're running all over the place, diving in the air, trying to get those pass interceptions.
That slot corner, Davidson Joseph, almost came up big with that INT. Empty formation, shotgun. It's Arizona and Jackson. Got Donnie Hands underneath, but nothing doing. Hit right at the line of scrimmage. And that is Davidson.
Only thing they could do, Damon, there wasn't anything open downfield. They went man-to-man on defense, and the defensive line was able to break down the pocket quickly, so AJ didn't really have any options at all but to dump that off.
I totally agree with you. I was watching downfield as well, and there was no one open downfield. And here's the kick, the punter, Mike Windu, to kick it away back to Carolina, and they're going to start at midfield. What they're going to give them.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now, Damon, I know there's time left in the third, but they got to start thinking about eating up that clock.
They do have to start eating up that clock, and Arizona's got to think about going no huddle whenever they get the ball back as well. But I do agree with you. They do got to eat up the clock. And here's the weak Twins. They're going to go to a pass, and pass is complete. And that is to Sam once again coming away with that reception up top. No, I take that back. That's Shea Carroll. No, Heath McDaniel Jr. Sorry, the 88 looked like a 0. So
I think that's his only his second, maybe third reception of the game. That's not a typical Heath game, but the looks like the secondary had good coverage on Heath throughout this game. Maybe he's going to start opening up a little bit here late in the third.
They saw the Richardson underneath the center, out route to the top of the field. That pass is caught and complete. Looked like to the tight end. Flash. And no, that's Heath McDaniel Jr. I'm going to stop calling names before I see numbers.
2 in a row. He's starting to heat up. Just stay in bounds, gentlemen, and keep that clock ticking.
Harish Prasad down to the bottom of the field. Split back, 3 wide receiver set. Looks like a spread. Tight end on the play as well. Handoff to Logan Jack up the middle field. Jack picks up about 2 yards on that carry. 3rd and 4 at Arizona's 3-yard line. It was a 33-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter, people. But your 4 is in the air, everyone, as we head into the fourth quarter. Download CrowdPlay, our new partner of 2020, and play the game about the game, follow the action, and answer questions for a chance to win a share of the $1,000 prize pool. Your next chance to win is Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when the Mexico City Aztecs travel to face the Lone Star Glory. Visit crowdplay.com for more information. Here's a handoff here to Logan Jack. Logan Jack's hitting the backfield, Charles. Nothing doing, not going to go anywhere as Joey Tropicana, one of the best linebackers in this league, come away with a tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, one of the best linebackers, also one of the fastest players on the field. I mean, you see that him hustle to the ball. He's like shot out of a cannon.
And they're going to go for a field goal attempt. This is going to be a 50-yarder. Are you really serious about this? There's a snap. The kick is up. And it's good. 50 yards, Charles, down the middle of the field goal post. Whistle Jones comes up big with that kick.
Yeah, Whistle Jones, it looked like he barely made it over the crossbars there, but he's shown he can hit it from 53. So right on the edge of his range, but nice kick there, Whistle Jones.
Carolina's going to kick it back off to Arizona. A 23-point lead now for the Skyhawks, up big over Arizona this afternoon. 10 minutes and 21 seconds left on the clock. And Carroll tries to spin move the second defender and come up short. He's hit and brought down at the 24-yard line.
As you stated, the last possession of Arizona, they're going to need to pick it up a bit here. You know, time is not their friend, and they've got a big deficit to overcome.
Absolutely correct. They've got to get things going here. As I stated, 10 minutes and 19 seconds left on the ticker. Ashley Jackson underneath the center. This is a strong I formation. Twins is the set. Looks like no pressure is coming from Carolina. There is pressure up top. DJ Moses gets in the secondary of the defense. 2nd and 1 now after picking up 9 on that play. 68 yards for DJ Moses on the day.
They clearly didn't expect a run up the middle based on the score. They were probably expecting some swing pass or at least a pass of some shape.
I was expecting a pass myself as well. I was not expecting to run up the middle. And here's a handoff here to Moses again. Moses is going to pick up the first down right at the first down line. They're going to give it to him. It looks like number 98 was on the tackle, and that is Forrest Stark coming away, the outside linebacker, coming away with that tackle.
Yeah, I said it before, need a little sense of urgency here. Quick up to the line and get that ball off.
And that's Stark's 4th tackle on the day. 3 wide receiver set here for the Scorpions. 5-step drop here by Jackson. Jackson has all day to throw. She throws it intended for McCall, and that pass is deflected away.
Yeah, couldn't see the number of who deflected that, but that was great athleticism. I think that was Levant Irvine.
I see there was a 7 on the number.
Yeah, it was 97, Levant Irvine, outside linebacker. Just like I said before, I don't know how they do it, Damon. They've got that second sense of where the ball is.
I tell you, there's that word that come up again, athleticism, Charles. You and I both need to get some. And there's a handoff to Moses up the middle of the field. Moses picks up 3.
Yeah, they're getting close to the point where they need to do 4 downs.
36.7 pass QBR for Ashley Jackson today. And there's pressure up the middle. Jackson evades. Oh, that pass is intended for James Hand, and Hand is not going to be able to reel it in.
Yeah, she had to get rid of that ball. I mean, the time wasn't on her side there. That pocket was all but collapsed.
Got confirmation from the commissioner. It was Carolina that blocked Arizona field goal earlier this afternoon. Thank you, SFL commish.
They took Cam a quarter and a half to get back to us on that one.
Here's the punt back to Carolina. And as it returns, he's going to be hit after picking up 1 yard on the play. Carolina's going to start this drive at their very own 27-yard line.
So out comes Sully Richardson. I mean, outside of the 2 interceptions, he's having a phenomenal game. 42 attempts, 81% completion.
Wow.
And it's not like he threw a ton of times to the halfback. He's only thrown to Logan 11 times.
That's not a lot. Here's Richardson, throws to Logan again, out in the flats, and he puts his hat down. No, that's not Logan. That's the fullback. It's number 44, Tony Zoma, comes away with that reception.
You know, Tony Zomas has a lot of plays in this game. Not, again, as I said in the first quarter, they don't use him a lot, but love it when they get the ball to the fullback.
Wrong eye jokers. Hand off here to Logan Jack. And he got blockers out in daylight. One man to beat. No. Tackled and brought down at Arizona's 40-yard line. Anthony Wayo with the touchdown saving tackle. Logan Jack is put on the show. 9.7 on the ground with 100 and I couldn't see that. I want to say 36.
Yeah, he's definitely above 130 yards there. Yeah, I think about 135, 132, something like that. But great run, great blocking all day by that offensive line of Carolina.
Carolina has been full throttle, has not letting their foot up off the gas just yet in this game. 5-step drop here by Richardson, dumps off to Logan in the backfield. They're going to lose 3 yards on that play, Charles. That is the corner for Arizona coming away with the tackle.
Yeah, Iverson Gamble, man, he had that red at great closing speed and not an easy tackle for Iverson Gamble, but great execution.
Trips left here for Richardson underneath the center this time. Harish Prasad down to the bottom of the field. Be on the lookout for him. They may go run. No, Harish Prasad out route, turn up, and is going to pick up some more yards. Going to be 3rd and 4. This is basically manageable down here for a better manageable down, should we say, for Carolina.
Definitely don't want to make a mistake. I just run it, get it closer on the edge of another Whistle Jones field goal.
I like how Harish Prasad turns up field when he catches that out route. Normally we see receivers here in the SFL, Charles, they'll catch it and they'll run right out of bounds. But this receiver, he does not run out of bounds. He turns up and he looks for contact. And off here to Logan Jack. Jack's hitting the backfield on a 5-yard loss. My goodness, what a play by number 47 coming up with that big tackle, and that is Alan Seaton.
Huge tackle. Not only did he knock him in the backfield, but knocked him out of field goal range. Now they have to punt and they get the ball back. There's still some life in Arizona.
6 minutes and 30 seconds left on the ticker. And here's the punter, Mike Johnson, for Carolina to punt it away. Johnson takes the snap. There's the kick inside the 10. Is going to take a Carolina bounce into the end zone. Is going to call for a touchback.
That was they had that one, Damon. If the couple steps, they would have been able to stop that within the 5-yard line. But now I think Arizona breathes a sigh of relief. They're not in a great spot here, but they're a heck of a lot better than they would be if Carolina could have executed on that special teams play. Yeah,
the special team player may have had some popcorn right before he came out on the field or so. A little butter on the fingers. And there's a pass attempt to James Haynes.
I was wondering where you were going with that. Popcorn. What does popcorn do? He's teaching me something again.
Here's a look at Hall, who has been really, really quiet today. Phil Hall, that is. And here's the weak-eye Jokers formation. 5-step drop here by Jackson. Jackson dumped it off here to Moses. Moses is going to pick up 5. 4 maybe on the play. Looks like he picks up 5.
Damon, I could be wrong, but it doesn't look to me that Arizona has a lot of plays in their playbook built on a hurry up or come from behind situation, except for this one.
Yeah, absolutely, Charles. Let's see what they run here. They're going to go, and this is a cross play here. That pass is deflected and tipped away.
Yeah, both secondaries, as I stated earlier in the game, that play is going to be hard to execute on because the secondaries of both Arizona and Carolina, they're not going to let that play develop.
Yeah, Zane Doty on a deflection. There's a cross here to Hands, and that pass is just deflected away. Well, it wasn't a cross. It's like Hands went on the corner post. Just great, outstanding coverage by Zane Doty. Doty, should I say. Fourth and 5, and Arizona's going to be forced to punt. Giving it back to Carolina. They're going to take over here. Looks like at the 40-yard line. Right at the 40.
Milk the clock, Damon. Milk the clock.
They most definitely have to milk the clock. Right inside of the 5, right outside of the 5-minute mark. This is when you should start thinking about milking the clock here, Charles.
Yep.
Trips left for Richardson. Underneath the center, calling the signal. 4-2 nickel is the defense. Sidearm throw to his receiver. It's going to pick up 6 yards on that reception before being tackled.
Don't forget about Logan Jack. I'd even throw in a couple runs for the fullback. Get some fullback love out there, Tony Zoma.
Hey, can't forget about the fullback. Fullback are players too.
They are.
Underneath the center is Richardson. Split back of the halfbacks. Handoff to Jack, and Jack goes nowhere. They're going to give him forward progress, Charles. Say that he was hit right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4 now for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, great game for Logan Jack. 132 yards rushing and a touchdown.
Here's a look there at Joey Tropicana. Strong Eye Jokers is the offense. 4-3. Base is the defense. Richardson looks like he's not going to snap it until he gets under the 10-second mark. Here's Jack. Jack tried to go sideline with it, and no, Eddie Gage, the hard-hitting, strong safety of this defense, comes up big on that tackle.
Yeah, Eddie Gage and Mana Kanaka had great pursuit on that. There's no way Logan Jack was going to be able to bounce outside. Great read by the Arizona defense.
Make sure you check out Sector 6, which is the official apparel provider for the Simulation Football League. And replica jerseys are out now. Get your name on the back of your team's jersey or your fan favorite team's jersey and visit team stores and libraries for purchase options through sector6apparel.com or through our website at www.simulationfl.net. Just hit the shop button, baby. And a fair catch there by McCall. And Arizona's going to take over at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, they're in a deep hole. I mean, I know we all know that with the score, but be good for them to walk away with some points here.
1st and 10, trips to the left of Jackson. Jackson on a 5-step drive, gets pressured, hit hard and brought down at the 13. Gonna lose 6 yards on that play. Can't see who was who got the sack. Jackson on another 5-step drop, throws across the middle of the field. That pass is caught by McCall. Hurry up off. Same formation. 5-step drop. Jackson, same play. Juke move. He goes backwards. Are they going to give him forward progress, Charles? Looks like they are.
Well, I mean, it's okay. That's good. It's 4th and 5. They gotta get the first down here, and I don't know, just keep pushing it downfield. I mean, there's not much you can do at this point.
4th and 5. 5 wide receivers on the play. And there's a corner route. That pass is deflected away. Outstanding play by the defensive player, number 42, Davidson Joseph, come away with a big deflection.
Yeah, that was a big deflection. Had his back to the quarterback, turned around right at the perfect point, and was able to bat down that ball.
Turnover on downs. Carolina takes over at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left on the clock. Pretty sure they're going to go run heavy now, Charles. The power play with a pulling guard. He's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. They have the backups in now. On that carry is Jarrett Grimes.
If you were coaching the defense, would you call a timeout, or would you let it go down to the 2?
I'll let it go down to the 2. I wouldn't worry about a timeout at this point in the game. I mean, if you're looking to score, then yes. Because that 2-minute warning does save you.
Yeah, that's like a timeout.
No matter what, that's going to be called.
Yeah.
But I would have called. I do agree. I would have called a timeout before the 2-minute warning, so that way you wouldn't have to waste a timeout after the 2-minute warning. You get my drift?
Right.
Because you call that timeout, it forces Carolina to run a play regardless, right?
Exactly.
So you let it run down to the 2-minute warning. Bam. There's a 2-minute warning. Then now you have to use your timeout again. I mean, it goes either way, but I would have rather to have more time on the clock is what I'm basically saying. Oh, Manakanaka come up big on that tackle in the backfield on Grimes.
Yeah, that was great read by Manakanaka. 3rd and 13. Let's see what Carolina does in this situation. They keep feeding the ball to the running back, or maybe try and roll the dice.
They're going to call it a 3-yard loss.
I think they're rolling the dice.
4 wide receivers set here for Carolina. No tight end on the line of scrimmage. Grimes going to stay in the block, and that pass attempt is going to go nowhere. 4th and 13.
It's like a timeout.
Yeah, EJ the Q comes up on that tackle. Well, sack attempt, should we say.
I tell you what, Demond, EJ the Q is a large specimen.
That is absolutely true.
I don't want to get hit by him.
Man, that dude he's a really big defender. I tell you that much.
Yeah.
And here's Jones for another field goal attempt. And this one's going to be good as well. 43 yards right down the middle. They're going to give Carolina 3 more points added onto the score at hand.
Yeah, Whistle Jones has had a big second half here, putting points on the board for Carolina. 1, 2, 3, 4 field goals in the second half. If I do my math correctly, that's 12 points.
That is 12 points, Charlie. 4 times 3 is 12. And here's McCall on the return. McCall is hit and brought down at the 23. Charles, what type of wine are you sipping on today?
I'm sipping on water, my friend. Now, after the game.
That's a different story.
Yes, sir.
No wine on the clock. Oh, there's going to be an encroachment. And Jackson's going to take a shot downfield. Got a man open, and that is Donnie Hands come away with that reception.
Yeah, that was a great pass. I mean, the accuracy
That was
was
a
incredible on that
beautiful
one.
pass. That was beautiful.
I think they're going to decline, Damon.
I think so too. If they accept, something is wrong.
Yeah, hopefully Arizona can walk away from the game with a couple more points on the board.
And it looks like Arizona is going to try to do just that, Charles. There's Rachel Colston, has 3 INTs on the day. Could be a candidate for player of the game. 3 wide receiver set. Jackson hit as she throws. That pass is incomplete. Man, she took a shot to the chest.
Yeah, that was great rush there. And as Colston has had an outstanding game. She's right up there for player of the game. Because the interceptions came just at the right time when it looked like, Arizona was starting to get some momentum, and she just shut them down.
Trips right here for Ashley Jackson and the Scorpions. DJ Moses in the backfield is going to stay in to block. Down the middle of the field, has hands again. This time it's James. Big game James is what they call him in Arizona.
Yeah, it's just curious that they're not going in. The safeties aren't playing deeper. I mean, I'd have it like standing on the 1 yard line.
First and 10 for Arizona at Carolina's 33-yard line. Gonna go trips left this time. Looks like James Hands is to the top. Donnie Hands is in the slot on the inside of the bunch. And it's going to go to McCall. McCall's going to pick up 4 yards. They're going to go no hurry now, Charles.
Nice tackle in bounds. Keep that clock running.
Looks like one-on-one situation up top. Charles, would you go to James' hands?
Oh, yes, I would.
James on the end route. This time they're going to go that back to McCall on the out route. Picks up the first down. First and 10. Here now for Arizona. 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock at Carolina's 21.
Corner route to the top. Corner route.
Play action down the middle. Got his man, and it's McCall. Comes up with that touchdown completion right across the middle of the field. And what a dart by 9mm, a.k.a. Ashley Jackson.
Yeah, great play. Plenty of the pocket was starting to break down a little, but she had just enough time to get rid of the ball. Perfect pass to the wide receiver. It's great Arizona got some points on the board here to end the game.
Great composure by Jackson. As you stated, she got pressured, but stood in the pocket tall, Charles, to throw that laser right across the middle of the field. And, man, I mean, that was a defender right there in the area, and he was unable to come away with the deflection.
Yeah, veteran quarterback in AJ. That's, not many quarterbacks can do what she does.
McCall started the drive off with the return, and McCall ended the drive with the touchdown. Did you get that? And Arizona's going to go onside here, Charles.
One of the most exciting plays in the game.
Yes, it is. Here's the kick. Oh, he catches. I thought it bounced off his hands.
Wow.
That's dangerous. If I was a coach, I would tell the guys up front, don't worry about catching it. Right. You go and hit somebody. Let it bounce back and let somebody behind you get it,
Knock their teeth out.
Huh?
Knock their teeth out.
Exactly. You go and hit somebody. Let it bounce back and let somebody behind you come up and get it, man. That's just too dangerous of a play. And they're going to go victory formation. Arizona still have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe that.
So by them not calling that timeout actually plays favor for Arizona. Oh, no, that was their final timeout.
Oh, well. Must be the water I'm drinking.
Must be the water I'm drinking, too, because I know I saw 3 timeouts. Let me see. I'm drinking pure aqua, purified water. What are you drinking, Charles?
I think I'm drinking tap water. We don't roll like y'all do down in Houston.
Hey, man, we roll big down here, man. Actually, I live outside of Houston. I live in Katy, Texas, which is a small town Which they call it a suburb town outside of Houston.
Bend.
Yeah, right outside of the energy corridor, what they call it.
Yep.
Where the big oil typhoons are, So
Mm.
I don't have that oil typhoon money. I would love to, but
Only a matter of time, Damon.
it is. I'm still young. I can get there. And there's the news. That's going to be the final play of the game, Charles. And Carolina's going to come away with a victory. Yeah, they're going to come up big, 33-14 over the Arizona Scorpions. And Charles, this puts Carolina at 4-5. Arizona's going to drop to 4-5. That middle of the pack, man, it is something to see for this playoff run. It's going to be busy for the commissioner, the deputy commissioner, and everyone else who have to come up with all that math and analytics and statistics to figure out who gets in. Charles, this is our post-game show. Take it away, buddy.
Well, I think it was a tale of two halves here. The first half, Arizona was fighting tooth and nail against Carolina, and they were hanging in there. But, adjustments at halftime, I don't know what, maybe it was the juice boxes they were drinking, I don't know. But Carolina came out in the second half, and they were just on fire. All aspects of the game. Didn't make many mistakes. We had Colston out there intercepting everything that was thrown at her. Sully was cool and calm in the pocket, high efficiency passing. Logan Jack was doing what he needed to do out of the backfield, and it was just, all hands on deck, and they just totally took over the game from Arizona.
Charles, I totally agree with you. I mean, just outstanding performance here for this Carolina team as a whole. The defense was stout. The offense was effective. They didn't do anything wrong on the defense. on the offense side of the ball. Sully was outstanding from a quarterback. Preferences. I'm just lost the words. Dude had 80% on the day, 37 of 46, 280 yards, 6.1 yard attempt, 2 touchdowns. Is there any INTs? 2 interceptions by Sully. Finished the game with an 88.4 QBR. Not bad compared to what happened on the other side.
Yeah, and not bad at all when you're going up against 2 interceptions you threw. I mean, that's a heck of a way to bounce back. And I think, now's the time, perfect timing for Sully to start hitting that groove, the push for the playoffs.
Absolutely. Just as every other team in the SFL will be pushing and trying to get into the playoffs. It is a mess in the mid standings. There are a few teams that are top, but man, that middle is hungry. I mean, there's a lot of teams that are hungry to get into the playoff, Charles.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy next couple weeks trying to figure out who's going to get in.
Mm-hmm. Are you getting in, Charles?
I'm going to try my best. I mean, yeah.
I know that's right, buddy. Same here, my friend.
Burning the candle on both ends trying to get the playbooks in, so. Who do you think's going to...
Absolutely. And y'all, I say coasting.
Yeah, I would too, but good game by Logan Jack as well.
They always give it to the offensive player.
Yeah. 3 interceptions, though, that's a heck of a milestone.
That is, absolutely. It's 3 INTs in one game, and I want to say that's on but the third-year player outstanding for coasting with those 3 picks. But hey, everyone, I was your play-by-play commentator today, Damon Simmons, and alongside me was my good buddy Charles Doherty, and we're saying goodbye from Carolina. See you next week.